Hello. I wanted to touch base with you guys since it's after Christmas and it was my first Christmas without my son, my 25-year-old son. So, burning some sage, get the sage burnt completely out and clear the energies. So, it's a hot day today in Hawaii, so I'm like melting here. But someone very kindly put on the comments about the higher vibrations, looking for just some ideas, and I felt in my heart to reach out to do this. It took time to get myself together and be ready to do this. So obviously love is the highest vibration. It's positivity. Anything that resonates not in love or positivity is fear, false evidence appearing real. So I say gratitude. Gratitude is the number one way that I can pull my head out and be grateful for my blessings, what I have, what I don't have that I don't want. And you know, there's a lot to be grateful for, seriously. And our health, usually we don't realize that till after we're sick, and you know, we break a hand and we can't use it, and then our hand works again. It's like, oh, thank you. You know, we just have to think about, change our thinking is basically it. You know, we have our choices, we have our free will. Music in the higher vibrations, painting, a hobby, healings, learning how to heal. There's a lot of healers on the planet now who are turning whatever issues they have and helping others cope through situations they've been through. Veterans, PTSD. I'm a Navy veteran with 100% PTSD, and you know, sometimes I get some time, I can help others with that, or if they find this video. Right now I'm just turning my situation around with losing my son. You know, I believe in prayer, changing worries into prayer. And I know we have thousands of angels that were born around us, and they're just waiting for us to ask. And it's I'm intuitive, so I see him and it helps me. He turns on the light, he'll play music that you know, to make me laugh, to remind me of a certain incidents that has to do with maybe if I'm like a little upset about something, and then he'll remind me of like, for instance, when I was hanging up a picture, I could only hang up one picture and I was having a hard time with it, and I started crying. And my phone started playing by Justin Timberlake, I Want Sexy Back, and he told me to play that song at his funeral, and he was in middle school. So he was an indigo, even though he, you know, wanted to live more macho. He obviously did. I enjoy by reading and learning about the galactics. There's Haritaki. There's all kinds of herbs that means healing all things, and that was something that Buddha used, and it's supposed to like reawaken and clean your pituitary and open your third eye. That's something to look into. It's spelled Haritake, Haritaki. There's all kinds of ways to shift and transform our beliefs, our feelings, our emotions, our lives. And law of attraction, it's very real. So meditation and prayer, foods with high frequency. I believe foods is medicine, that we're like non-GMO foods that are healthy. that's something we can look into, and how our ancients used to heal us with herbs. Like oregano is a natural antibiotic. There's all kinds of cinnamon and anti-parasitic. Almost all diseases are parasites. You know, there's research like that and helping people heal with the health field, holistic. Like I adore Dr. Sam Muggsy on the Quantum Shift, and I listen to her like clockwork every Tuesday on KCOR Radio. And let's see, I wrote down some ideas that helped me to raise my vibrations. Thoughts and belief systems, what type of energy we need to think about, and the people that we're surrounding ourselves with, what kind of energy are they bringing to the table, because we absorb that. And you know, we can help them, and at the same time, you know, you can lead a horse to water. Helping ourselves and helping others, usually, you know, like giving some water or some extra food to the homeless. We can detox, go out in the sunshine, put your water next to binary beats, because we'll resonate with that. We're like 85-90% water, and there's effects that the moon has on the water. And women, when we resonate once a month with our water, so the binary beats, there's people who have healed themselves by like going by a specific issue, say thyroid, and then they listen to binary, or they put binary beats to the water in filtered water. I use a Berkey, that drink that water for like 3 months, and your body will absorb that resonation. Your body will resonate with that. In fact, the earth has a natural resonation, 7.83 hertz. And then as of 1999, when the volunteer souls came and started raising the vibrations in humans, resonance shows that, I mean, it's spiked up to 300 hertz. I mean, I've gone through vertigo, ringing in the ears. There's all kinds of ascension symptoms you can look up. It's all over the internet, all over YouTube. And I also just recently went through some dizziness, and I had to like really focus on my grounding, and eating better. I wasn't eating, I wasn't grounding very well. I think I was just really missing my son over Christmas, and I just had to focus on grounding, taking my shoes off. He said, "Take your shoes off, Mom, and walk barefoot on the ground, and connect with the earth." You know, the divinity in me is with the divinity in you, Mother Earth, and you know, there's that connection. There's sound baths, our sound baths with the resonation. Our DNA with our auras resonate beyond our body, and we have control over that. We can bring it near or far, you know, like all it has to do with our intentions. And that's another, there's classes that you can learn how to do that. And like Deborah Hookie, she has classes every Wednesday for $25, and we go over meditation and grounding and the clairs and different techniques and ways to connect with the divinity within us and around us, and what our Heavenly Father is what we're a part of. That's staying balanced. So the frequencies we have also, if you have a lot of issues with like a lot of EMFs or smart meters or things like that around your house that might be giving you headaches, there's a Lemurian plug that you can order. I think it's www.lemurianplug, and I think it was like $50. And I'm still unpacking, so I can't wait to unpack that and plug it in. And I know it works because I found a bunch of bugs that loved it when I moved. So, and I felt better. I did. And the people in my house too. There's plants, having plants around your house, getting that oxygen, having that symbiotic relationship with the oxygen and the CO2. CO2O. Is that what it is? I don't know. I haven't had chemistry in a long time. Um, we have go over our chakra system, our air, making sure our air is pure, our food, our grow hydroponics, grow organics. Gardening is also very healing. A hobby, a sport, focusing is very important. My son always reminds me of that. Mom, focus keeps me grounded, keeps me concentrated without having all this out here. I can kind of like tune that out and tune in to my spirit and my heart and my DNA that I'm a part of. God gave us our own frequency, our own song, actually. So together we really are in this spectrum. If you look at physics, which is spirit, there's a wider spectrum of that we can hear, like the dogs, and that we can see, and it's real, and it's something that we are expanding into. With your intention, you have to want this. This is our choice right now. This is our choice. We're being tested. We're graduating right now after the 26,500 years. Something that you can look up. A good book to read, and he's all over the internet, is Ishmael Perez. Excuse me. Ishmael Perez. He has a book on our cosmic origin. Let's see. So when we're ready to wake up, we have to make the choice that we are going to not play the victim, that we are going to do something about it. Like, okay, how can I make this better? How can I make my life better? How can I help others? How can we be the adult here? Abraham Hicks is very helpful with using our vortex. She uses, or actually the consciousnesses of how to stay in alignment with our thoughts and stay focused in that, because we get so distracted, really distracted easy. So Abraham Hicks, Kryon, Kryon, he's been around since 1988, since the star seeds and light workers started activating this, and it wasn't intentional. I mean, like, there's people walking around today that their souls volunteer to do this, but they have no clue what they're doing. They're just here on the planet as antennas, raising the vibrations. There's Bashar. He's also channeled. He talks about how we can raise our consciousness and be more in alignment with our true self. There's quantum healing, hypnotherapy technique, which I'm certified in. And there's and Dr. Mary Fong, she's written some books. She's written memoirs, actually, about her experience with her friend who passed away, but who's actually in a soul contract for her, to have this relationship. And she has mediums that she speaks with and writes about their experiences and what she's supposed to put out there and contribute to this planet to evolve us, to get us out of the 3D, out of the mundane, out of the stuff that we should be learning in school about how to heal ourselves and be in the esoteric spirit in our heart. Jesus taught us that too, of course, Christ. So definitely keep learning. Life is learning. Dr. Emoto, I love Dr. Emoto and his research on how important our thoughts and feelings affect each other, whether we can see it or not. Like the wind, a glass of water. His experiment, he had people every day, like it would say happy, so people would say happy, and then it would say something negative, and then they would put that at the water, and then they would say just words, thoughts, and feelings, different emotions, and then he would freeze the water, and then he would look at the snowflake, and there's pictures right on Google. It shows you the positive, or like complex and beautiful and just sparkly and shiny like a diamond, and then the ones that were negative and destructive were just mud, basically. And so it just shows you how we are delicate, and we have to take responsibility for our thoughts and feelings. And so we need to look at like solutions and being real and caring and having integrity. This is what's going to move us in the first step. So there's a lot of ways to raise our vibrations, but definitely like a hobby. You know, I'm kind of like old fashioned with the knitting and painting and drawing, and I'm artistic, and I like to create things. I like to sew. So yeah, there's all kinds of ways that we can enjoy life and get us out of feeling stuck, and even hugging a tree, you know, just connecting with the roots, taking off your shoes, and really appreciating nature, because so we are a part of it. There's no separation. We really are a part of nature. We're a part of God's creation, and we all have a symbiotic relationship. We all have a symbiotic responsibility. I also have a challenge, a humanitarian challenge. I like to see everyone step up. It's only about $2,000. You can save and borrow and or get donations for a humanitarian project. If it's like helping animals, helping children, helping trees, planting trees, cleaning the water. Just, God, there's a lot, something that you can think of or have thought of or just notice that needs to be taken care of, because we really do need to take responsibility other than leave it to obviously what has happened, that we need to step up and clean this planet up and make it a better place. Okay, so I hope that helped. That's all I can think of for now, but if I think of any more, I will post again. Okay, so I'm going to start trying to get more proactive now that I'm getting settled and unpacked, and getting my humanitarian project together, and got my dogs out here. That's makes me really happy, focusing on myself, and just sending love vibes out there, because that's our planet sure needs it. It comes right back. It really does. All right, so God bless you guys, and I wish you all the best. I really do. So peace.